Not every day you get to see 6 big-time names like this in the same match.
Hooked him up. Vertical suplex.
Nice.
Over time, there have been various types of 6-man teams that have been successful. There are family trios like the Guerreros, the Grahams, the Andersons, and the Von Erichs. There have been members of factions who have also produced tremendous 6-man teams like the Fabulous Freebirds, the Four Horsemen, the NWO, and D-Generation X.
Byron, you mentioned some families and groups that created incredible 6-man teams. Talking more about factions, don't forget about the likes of the Hart Foundation, Evolution, the Wyatt family, the Shield, and the New Day. These are only some of the trios who had unbelievable matches against a variety of adversaries.
If we're talking about 3-man teams, I need to shout out one of the baddest trios of all time who held the World 6-Man Championship on a number of occasions. I'm talking about the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and the Road Warriors. When the Dream put on the face paint, you knew it was going to be a bad night for their opponents.
When you talk about great rookie years, Shayna Baszler's first year in NXT has to be in the conversation. She got more done in 3 months than most competitors do in 3 years.
You can see the pain on her face after that slam.
Michael mentioned Shayna Baszler's first year in NXT. Consider the fact that her first match was in January of 2018. By the end of the month, she was competing at NXT TakeOver.
She counters before it's too late. Shayna Baszler making her move. Shayna Baszler, this might be it.
She is just so dominant. That might be the end of Maryse.
If you ask a member of the WWE Universe about the Four Horsewomen, they'll likely refer to the...
And she breaks free. I don't know how she did it, but that was impressive. The two of you brought up the collision between WWE's and MMA's Four Horsewomen, courtesy of Shayna Baszler. In the time since that showdown, Ronda Rousey has joined WWE.
She goes for the cover. She kicks out.
She's not done yet, but you have to believe that she's still in all sorts of trouble here.
Running hip attack. What impact.
Oh, man! She's starting to sweat a bit. And the confidence she came into this 6-women's tag team match seems to be fading a bit.
Well, it would be crazy to expect her to go through this entire match without taking on some punishment. I don't even think Saxton thought that would happen.
But it's still early here, guys. It's going to take a whole heck of a lot more than this to keep her down.
Looks like she wants to beat her inside the ring.
Swinging neck breaker. Thanks to Raw General Manager Kurt Angle, in May of 2017, the WWE Universe saw a dream team come together when the Hardy Boys joined forces with the Lunatic Fringe Dean Ambrose. The exciting trio took on Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz. Truth be told, both Miz and Ambrose blended in with their impromptu tag team partners pretty well.
Bang, right to the face.
Byron, we always make a point to talk about continuity amongst team members. In the six-man match, where Dean Ambrose teamed with the Hardys against Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz, both teams worked very well together. That surprised me, since this was the first time they teamed together. But there was something that night about the lunacy of Dean Ambrose fitting perfectly with the Daredevil Hardy Boys.
I've got to say, I had goosebumps for a week after the Hardy Boys returned to WWE at 2017's WrestleMania. During that six-man on Raw, Team Extreme formed an effective trio with that lunatic Dean Ambrose. After a twist of fate from Matt Hardy, Jeff crushed The Miz with a swanton bomb, and that was all she wrote.
Right by a clothesline.
She's looking a little unsteady. She really needs to think about making a tag, guys.
At this point, you have to wonder if her partners are starting to regret teaming up with her. I'm just saying.
She's losing steam here, fellas. This might be where her opponent looks to put her away.
Shayna Baszler is probably the biggest bully in all of WWE. She's tough, but her intimidation factor can defeat an opponent before the match even starts. Corey, how should a competitor approach Baszler?
Everyone who's seen even a modest amount of success against Baszler has done so by kind of building a weird immunity to her mind games. Ember Moon lives in the darkness. Kairi Sane thinks she's a pirate. And Nikki Cross, well, she's Nikki Cross.
Maryse has been eliminated.
What a six-man tag match.
And look at a back suplex.
She's got it locked in on her neck.
Some good contact by Stephanie McMahon. She lands an enormous elbow. Oh, man, by the hair. Hair whip. Look at this, Byron.
She's almost out of it.
Here comes Stephanie McMahon. Uh-oh, the big boot is fallen.
The damage has been done. Tag made.
That strike was strategically placed on her opponent.
Slam! Ah, look, hair pull mat slam! What a clothesline! Ouch! Oh, look at it. Lands a quick punch. Oh, look at there. Pull mat slam.
Oh, man, she's rolling now.
Oh, man, by the hair.
This precision teamwork.
Teamwork at its best.
Now look at this aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
Drop kick. Oh, and she gets floored by that one.
Yeah, there's no staying on your feet after something like that.
Ah, look at the hair pull mat slam. Goes to the throat again. The knife edge chop.
Wow, Stephanie McMahon is the queen of messing with people.
Stephanie McMahon on her heels a bit here.
But this certainly isn't something she can't come back from.
You sound surprised, Cole. Come on. Think about who she's in there with. This was bound to happen sooner or later.
This could be trouble, guys. This may very well be the opening her opponent was looking for. She is on fire.
That'll leave a mark on your back.
And no luck against Stephanie McMahon there.
Got to be careful not to get counted out here. She wants to do this in the ring.
Look at this. And setting up a knee to the face.
That's going to hurt.
Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now.
Perfectly timed slam.
That should do it.
There's that power people are talking about. Look at this.
Oh, what incredible power.
Wow, what a vertical suplex. Straight forearm.
I think she's trying to prove a point here.
Shayna Baszler making her move. Shayna Baszler, this might be it.
She's got it now.
Shayna Baszler making her move.
The end may be near, folks. She clearly liked the results from the first time she delivered that move.
A mammoth slam right there, guys.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
I think this is the beginning of the end.
Just a step quicker, it looks like.
Look at her go.
Avoids trouble there.
she goes.
She's got something in mind.
Back now inside the ring.
She's thinking about it.
Neck breaker. And she got her with a clothesline. Oh, look at this.
Keep your eye on this one.
Now it's Ruby Riott.
When she gets in attack mode, look out.
Oh, look at the hair pull neck slam.
What an all-star ensemble in the ring right now. 6 of WWE's most successful competitors for sure.
Wow! 450 splash!
A few inches off there.
Inches? She missed by at least a foot, Cole.
In a weakened state here, guys. It could be all but over. Ooh, with the point of the elbow.
Six of WWE's most alpha personalities all competing in the same match. There's a good chance this one ends deteriorating sooner than later.
Luck against Stephanie McMahon there.
Got the reversal. Just a brutal move.
And no luck against Stephanie McMahon there.
Taking on any more damage here could very well mean the beginning of the end.
She's in control now following that slam.
She is on fire.
Connects with a knee drop.
Stephanie certainly is her father's daughter.
Oh, look at this aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
I don't know about you guys, but it looks to me like these superstars are on their last legs here.
Oh, it's scoop slam. An all-out assault on the back. Given what we've seen so far here tonight, it's hard to believe, but one of these teams will walk away from this match with their heads hung.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Both sides looking a little ragged right now, guys.
Oh, this is not good at all.
Here we go. You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now.
Oh, man, she's rolling now.
What a match this has been, guys, and it's starting to look like these superstars are beginning to feel the effects.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, we'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action. There may be no coming back from this incredible beatdown.
Uh-oh. What a hurricanrana.
Oh, and she gets out of the way.
Look at this. Now, she just needs to finish her off.
Gets out of the way of that one. She's licking her chops. Shayna Baszler making her move. Shayna Baszler, this might be it.
That's it. That's what she needed.
Teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action. Wisely bringing the action back into the ring.
She got her with a reversal.
I don't know how these superstars are doing it right now. They've got to be exhausted.
I guess she feels there's something to be said for going back to something that worked before. And it's reversed.
I don't know how much more these superstars can take, guys. You'd have to think something's got to give here soon.
When she gets in attack mode, look out.
She comes up big with a reversal.
This one's getting ugly. You might want to turn away if you have a weak heart.
Oh, man, by the hair. Going for the double play with this move. Stephanie McMahon has her in her sights.
She can't take much more of this.
Snapmare. Oh, and the rolling neck snap.
She clearly liked the results from the first time she delivered that move.
Hooked up, and a flawless belly-to-back suplex.
After all this, I can't believe these two teams are still going here. This has been incredible.
We're looking at complete domination here. An amazing match so far, guys, but it looks to me like we're possibly nearing the end here. Regardless of how this one ends, all 6 of these superstars should be proud of this effort here tonight.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
Look at her go.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a 6-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
Watch out!
Snapmare. Oh, what a snapmare.
Oh, perfectly executed.
These 6 superstars have really shown me something here tonight, guys. What a match.
Stepahnie McMahon getting put to the test. She's got 2 partners in her corner, itching to get in there, guys.
Given what she's been through in this match, she may very well be the weak link on this team right now.
Well, I still think she has the best shot at winning this match. She just seems one step faster than her opponent here tonight.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a 6-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action. Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a 6-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
Uh-oh. What a hurricane.
How's that for ferocious?
It's like someone hit the repeat button for this move.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a 6-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action. Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now.
And Shayna Baszler evades that one.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a 6-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action. Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a 6-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
She is on fire.
Big move coming.
Wait for it.
What noise? I'll put you right to sleep.
And there it is, boys.
Stepahnie certainly is her father's daughter.
Wow, Stepahnie McMahon is the queen of messing with people.
Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron. Incredible. This has to be it.
What
a comeback.
Sit-out jawbreaker.
You can pick up your teeth in the third row.
Showing some quickness there.
I think she's trying to prove a point here. Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
Both sides looking a little ragged right now, guys.
Taken down with authority.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action. Look out! Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
Twice as nice. Comes up big with the reversal.
Things are not looking very good right now. Going to have to find a way to regroup.
This might be it.
Bulldog! That's how you put an exclamation point on a match.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
Reverses that one.
DDT!
I don't know if we'll ever see these same six superstars in the ring together again, but boy, I sure hope so.
She dodges that one. Uh-oh. How are these superstars even still going, guys? I mean, they have to be on fumes right now.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
Hooked him up. And a suplex. Uh-oh, no, don't do this. I got right to the gut.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
Big reversal for her there. I guess she feels there's something to be said for going back to something that worked before. I really can't believe what's gone down so far. This match has been even more physical than I thought it would be. Guys, it's got to be instinct that keeping these 6 competitors going at this point. There's just no other explanation.
You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now.
She's countering nicely now.
Yeah, a second ago, she was almost done. Look at her go.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a 6-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
No, there's the reversal.
Not gonna be good. White noise.
It'll put you right to sleep. Warm up the bus. This one is over.
You're not going to win many matches absorbing punishment like that.
And will this be it? 1. The pin's broken up. I'll tell you what, this is one they'll be talking about tomorrow at work or school, that's for sure.
Man, look at this. That's right, just keep going. I think she's trying to prove a point here.
Oh, and it's a reversal. What a match this has been, guys, and it's starting to look like these superstars are beginning to feel the effects.
Nothing gentle about that landing.
There's no denying that all 6 of these superstars brought it here tonight.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a 6-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
We've seen this before.
Oh, man, by the hair.
And once again, we see a return to the specific maneuver. Hey, whatever works. When she gets in attack mode, look out.
Oh, what a splash!
This could be...
I understand the idea of being relentless, but I think most would agree repeating a specific move is an unorthodox approach.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
And now that one's countered.
Wow, that was impressive, Michael.
Looking for the win. You have to possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this.
Game, set, match. This one is over. What a slam, Michael.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
Ruby Riott just too quick.
Not so fast. Nope, reverses it.
You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now.
Going for the big one.
Forearm to the face.
Oh, nothing fancy about that.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Now it's Ruby Riott. Diving senton bomb. That was amazing. We may be looking at our winner here, guys.
Ruby Riott makes her pay in the worst way. This one's over, guys.
But now, can Ruby Riott make the most of this?
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
No, reverses it. Nasty neck breaker right there.
Look at this, Byron.
She's capable of bursts of great activity. The key is sustaining the effort.
Big time slam right there.
Oh, that hurt to the spine. Picking the spot.
After all this, I can't believe these two teams are still going here. This has been incredible.
Turn out the lights.
What a brutal beating we've seen dished out so far here tonight.
Both sides looking a little ragged right now, guys. There's no denying that all six of these superstars brought it here tonight.
Snapmare. Oh, and the rolling neck snap.
And just like that, this move is leading the charge.
Close quarters.
That's perfectly placed. And how you land the big strike. He's centering in on the neck again.
Oh, look at it.
Got some air on that senton, guys.
Oh, nasty flipping senton. Good night. Good grief.
Looks to me like these superstars are running on fumes right about now.
Oh, and a backbreaker. Right to the spine.
Stephanie McMahon looking to end it.
his pedigree. Those midnight training sessions are really paying off, Cole.
Look at this.
Oh, man, she's rolling now.
Quick thinking to avoid that one.
In the big boot lands.
Wow, what a gritty performance.
And another one. Given what we've seen so far here tonight, it's hard to believe that one of these teams will walk away from this match with their heads hung.
She clearly liked the results from the first time she delivered that move.
Gosh, the same move over and over. This is relentless.
One more shot and she's done.
Scoop slam. Regardless of how this one ends, all 6 of these superstars should be proud of this effort here tonight. No surprise at how exciting this match has been. This is the kind of action you expect when you see these 6 superstars in the ring.
Wow, Stephanie McMahon is the queen of messing with people.
That's what happens when you're in a powerful grasp. You go down. Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now. I guess she feels there's something to be said for going back to something that worked before.
And she turns it around on her.
If an opponent exhibits a weakness for a specific move, some will return to utilizing that move as long as possible. Elbow drop! Obviously putting a lot of stock in that maneuver.
No, she's too quick for her.
Here comes Stephanie McMahon. Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a 6-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
Stephanie McMahon has her in her sights.
Oh, look at it.
Not the first time we've seen this move tonight. What impact! She's really fixated on delivering that maneuver.
Got to get back in the ring.
We might just have a count out on our hands, Cole.
Stephanie McMahon has her in her sights.
Stephanie McMahon looking to end it.
A competitor has been
What an
eliminated.
amazing 6-man tag
Stephanie
match.
McMahon has been eliminated.
There's no denying that all 6 of these superstars brought it here tonight.
Boom, running STO.
Nicely done.
Given what we've seen so far here tonight, it's hard to believe, but one of these teams will walk away from this match with their heads hung.
Look at this. Another slam here.
Look at her go.
Hold on, guys. This isn't good.
No question about it, Cole.
Got her where she wants her.
Big time move coming up.
Shayna Baszler, this might be it.
Wow, she's fought her way all the way back here. How is Ruby Riott going to remain alive?
It starts to feel like a broken record with that move. Oh, she does it again.
Uh-oh. High angle belly-to-back suplex.
She's got her in her sights.
Shayna Baszler making her move. Shayna Baszler, this might be it.
She can pick up the win here, guys. Over and over and over. How many times are we going to see it?
She goes for the cover.
1, 2, 3. Riott has been
What a
eliminated.
6-man tag match.